The Wonderkid wheel is back, and it is the long-awaited, long-promised triple threat match between Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. It's a Scandinavian three-way. 3 teams from 3 different nations, something we've not done yet here on the channel. It could be chaos, it could be cardish, it could be kind of hard to keep track of. I'll do my best. Without further ado, let's crack on and jump straight into it. I've already simulated through to the end of the first season in the interest of trying to keep this a bit concise, because with 3 teams and 3 different nations, it's going to be a lot. So, ladies and gentlemen, quickly, the teams I've chosen in Sweden, Jayhuahua, because they were expected to finish bottom of the Swedish First Division. Swedish Premier Division, sorry. All the teams were meant to finish bottom of their respective divisions at the end of the first season. So they did. Okay, right. So they've been relegated. Norway, Stabæk. They were meant to finish bottom. They now finished 6th. So where did they finish last season? Mid-table, 10th. Just under mid-table. Okay, fine. But Stabæk were meant to be down there as well. And then in the 3F Superliga in Denmark, it's Jayhuahua. Easy for me to say. They've been relegated as well. So we now have even more variables at our disposal. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just crack straight on with it. So what is the Wonderkid wheel for those of you who are new around here? Well, let me tell you now. It is a wheel of 170 to 200 with every attribute in between. We spin it every single season, and that value will be the potential ability of a Wonderkid that we give our respective teams. We can't get involved in transfers. We can't get involved in contract renewals. We can't get involved in any other aspect of the player's ability other than when they move up to their potential ability. If their potential ability jumps up by 100, their current ability jumps up by the same amount. There are some wild cards that we'll get into in a moment, and I have flirted with different formulas and the format of these Wonderkid wheels over the course of time. Today is going to be quite unique. All 3 teams will receive the same wild cards and the same value of player. So we'll spin the wheel once, and if it's a 173, all 3 teams will get a player with a potential ability of 173. Because that means it could not be fairer, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully it works, you know. But there'll be too many values to remove from the wheel, because we remove the value every single time it's gone, you see. So there'd be too many to remove if we got rid of it, because it's 15 years, 15 Wonderkids, 3 teams, 45. There's only 30 attribute points there, so it is what it is. Right, so there we go. There's the teams. Other little rules that we have, of course, we've got the wild cards, which I'll delve in on in a second, because we'll be spinning the wheel for those. But also with the wild card, also one of the rules is you get 1 Wonderkid every single season as standard. If you fall below the top division, such as Jayhuahua have here, you get 2 Wonderkids per season until you get back to the top flight. The logic behind that is to try and elevate the team and get them back to that top flight and keep them there. And it has kind of worked in the past, so we're quite happy with that sort of format. So yeah, 2 of the teams will get 2 Wonderkids, 1 team will get 1. So it's kind of already, what's going to happen? But Stabæk are doing much better in the league, so they're actually getting a bit of a foundation and probably getting better reputation, more likely to be able to keep hold of their Wonderkids for maybe a little bit longer. So without further ado, let me pull up the wildcard wheel. Here are the wild cards, and we're going to shuffle them around. There's plenty of different ones. We'll sort of touch in on them as we go through. We get them. I've mentioned them all in the past on previous videos, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so the first wildcard that's come through is plus 10 current ability for 5 seasons. So we choose which 5 seasons that's going to be, where the players will get 10 added to their current ability. Our next wildcard is going to be a 100 million cash injection for the club. Okay. That one's pretty self-explanatory. The third one is going to be 2 seasons double Wonderkids. That means instead of 1, you'll get 2. If you're in the lower divisions, you get 2. You're going to get 4. Now, previously in the West Ham v Millwall one, I think it was Millwall that got 2 seasons double Wonderkids and 3 seasons double Wonderkids. That was kind of overpowered. Plus 5 potential ability for 5 seasons. So we could double add up with the current ability and plus 5. So if you get 190, you could go to 195. But as we're saying, the West Ham v Millwall one, we did have the... It's going to happen. It's actually happening. 3 season double Wonderkids. Now, we made a rule because it was kind of overpowered. There's the 5th wildcard. Because it was kind of overpowered when they got 5 seasons of double Wonderkids, and West Ham actually didn't get any, Millwall just, spoilers, ran away with it. If you enjoyed this kind of format and you've not seen it, go back and watch it because it was still a hell of a lot of fun. But Millwall kind of ran away with it because they got 5 seasons of Double Wonder Kids. It was just too overpowered. As they're all going to be getting the same wildcards, it's not too overpowered. So we're now going to have 5 seasons of Double Wonder Kids in this experiment. Extra potential ability, extra current ability, and 100 million cash injection, which we will deploy at some point, as well as a wildcard that debuted last time out, I believe, in the Blackburn v Leicester Wonderkid Wales video. And that is The Last Dance. And what that is, The Last Dance is simply at the end of the 15 years when we've put all the Wonder Kids into the system and into the teams. Of course, they're going to leave the teams and go off to bigger and better things because, look, where they're playing, Norway, Sweden and Denmark. These kind of players are going to be world class. They're going to be going to your Real Madrid, your Barcelonas, your PSGs, your Man Cities, the big teams. And, even if they're not quite making it, they're still going to be going to teams like maybe Wolfsburg, Everton, Bologna. I'm not trying to diss any of these teams. I'm just saying, like, more mid-table-ish teams. Still going to be a more attractive prospect than where they're playing quite often. So they will probably all move on at some point in the near future. At the end of the 15 years, The Last Dance means we bring everybody back. Everybody returns, and that means we get a final run with all of them in the team. Now, again, probably a lot of them will kind of leave quite quickly, but they probably win the first season. They'll probably all be hopefully winning the league and in Europe. And they can have a right good bloody go at that Champions League with all the players back. And some of them might stay, and we'll simulate on for a few more seasons then. So yeah, without further ado, we've got the wildcards in place. Let's do the spin for season 1. But I would anticipate. Now, I've said that all the teams get the wildcards. Do I deploy the wildcards at the same time for all the teams? So if I decide to do Double Wonder Kids this season, because 2 of the teams are in the second tier, and they get 4, do I enforce Double Wonder Kids for Stabæk, or do I hang on in case they get relegated this season and then they can do it next season? I don't know who I'm talking to. No one's going to respond. Anyone who's got an answer and got a suggestion, leave it in the comments. But hey, it's long happened and I've made the decision. To keep it easy and keep it simple, I'm going to do it all in one video. Sort of do it all in one season. So yeah, we're going to shuffle the numbers here to see who's going to get. We'll see what value we're going to get first for season 1. And it is going to be Double Wonder Kids. I've decided already. Double Wonder Kids for season 1. And what a start. What a start, ladies and gentlemen. 197 straight off the bat. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and have a look. One thing as well is the way Scandinavia is. Norway and Sweden actually have their seasons like February to December or something. So it's not going to be, they're halfway through their seasons right now. The reason I've decided to start in Denmark, with the Danish league, is because theirs is a bit more conformative to European trophies. So the Champions League, Conference League and Europa League finals will sort of have happened, and it means that all 3 teams will have the youth prospects sort of there and available. So yeah, Vidovra, let's have a look at their youth academy. Now, again, it always has to be a player that is a regen. And we go on vibes, ladies and gentlemen. We go on vibes of name. We do try on occasion to game the system and do something where it's like quite like Jonas Greve, 31 and 51 potential ability. Realistically, he'd be a very good player to do because if you jump into 197, he's only going to be 20 attribute points away, which means he's probably going to start off at 177 and he's going to jump straight up to being world class. We don't always do that. We don't always do the best position. We do try and tailor it a bit, but it's all about the names. But we will do Jonas Greve because he's the only striker there. So, and we've got to get 4 players here, and I'm sorry, some of the names here are not phenomenal. What we do as well is we put the players in an individual shortlist. So we've got a shortlist for each team, so I can then check in just quite easily. So we're going to go with Jonas Greve, Jacob Ilso. How do you say this guy's name? Ibor Gudmundsson, I guess, and Ulrich Hillstrup. Not bad, is it? So, what we do at this juncture, we ensure that the club contract is full-time. We give them what we perceive as a full-time deal and a full-time wage. We also move to a max length of contract in the first instance to try and at least elevate the value of the player. We turn them to be 17 years old as well, because in most nations, 17 is when you can get your professional contract, or certainly in England, and I think in other nations it might be different, but I'm not too sure on the logistics of Norway, Sweden and Denmark, if it's different, or if it's different between the 3 of them. But I think 17 should be fine. So we're going to stick with 17 for all 3 nations. That way it's nice and fair. We go to the attribute details. Now, if their professionalism is particularly low, I mean, 11's not great. We'll move them to 14. We do like to move ambition to, say, maybe 10. Because we want to give them at least a little bit of a helping hand to try and help them on their way. Because otherwise, if they don't have a decent enough set of hidden attributes, they just will never make it. So, yeah, we do that. Right, so 197, he goes up 94. And that makes him go to 145. And as we simulate through, these attributes will automatically change based on his current ability. In terms of all the bits and pieces I just did then, I won't be showing you that every single time. I'll come back and do that off camera. I'll just do the value increase, so you know what current ability we're working with for the players. 197 for him, that's 122. He goes to 173. Wow. Jacob also represent 197, so that's up 102. So he goes to 144. Jonas Grieve is going to 177. Now this should be more than enough to get them promoted back to the the first division, Premier League. Oh dear, Degerfors are having a right time of it down here. They've got no one in their youth academy, Degerfors, so I'm going to choose Love Hannah. I've just chosen some Swedish players. Petter Skogsberg Skyberg, David Brannefalk Ekblom, quite like that. And we're going to go with a striker, Benjamin Fredriksson. So now, of course, I've got to put these actually at the club, but I'll do all this off camera. So we're going to go to, he's going to go to 151. He'll be going to, it's 137, 160. Petter Skogsberg Skyberg. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, there we go. What's he going to be on? 150, so he's going to go to 171, and he's going to go at 147, so he's going to be at 177. Okay, well, again, I'll do all that off camera. Let's go look at Stabæk, who are actually only going to get 2 Wonderkids. They haven't got relegated. Well, they're not double barrel names, but there's 4 of the name. 2 players with 4 names. They're in. Not even looked at anything about them yet. No strikers in this youth academy as well. So Ken Elif Solholm Johansson, he's going to move up 160. So he's going to move up 61. So he's going to go to 126. And 101 for Tom. So he's going to go to 157. Okay, well, that's the end of this season. Let's see how we get on. And let's move to the end of the next season. See how the Wonder Kids have kicked on. Are they all still there? Right, so there you go. As you can see, the players, they're absolutely dominated. And Degerfors have managed to get themselves back to the Swedish Premier Division. And they're already up in 3rd. So all the players have stayed. Maybe it's because under 18. They can't leave. Maybe. Didn't even get promoted as league winners. Although, to be fair, we were halfway through the season and we were down in 14th. So we've had a bloody good comeback. Past positions. Oh, it's halfway through the next season. Of course, they're not there. Right. Silly me. Can you tell I've got a toddler and a newborn? Say silly me all the time. Anyway, so Degerfors are doing pretty well. And their players are all still there. Vidovra, again, all those players are still there. And the Nordic Bet Liga, they've only gone and won it at the first. Oh, that's the. Yeah, sorry. They've got promoted. They've got promoted from the 2nd tier. I was getting a bit excited then. Jonas Grieve with 23 goals. I wonder how long it's going to be before people come in for these guys. I mean, 176 and 173, they're probably going to go. Stabæk, the best a man can get. Oh, here we go. Kenny Elif Solholm Johansson already wants to leave to go to a bigger club. He's only at 136. He's probably the worst of the lot of them. He's already demanding to leave. Norwegian Premier Division. Okay, so we are 9th. Last season, we finished in 4th, getting Conference League football. Not sure where the qualification for Conference League was, but we'll work it out. Okay, let's spin the wheel. And for Season 2, our teams will get just a singular player at 175. So while we're here, let's do Stabæk first. Dag Egil Mjatvet Thomason. Wow. He's in. And what's he gone to? 175. 63. So you're going to move straight to 143. Nicely done. Move on. So in terms of Degerfors, they have finally got people in their under 19s. We're going to go straight with Christopher Forsell. Not sure why I'm drawn to Forsell. Maybe Mikkel Forsell. Good player, wasn't he? 175. So that's 90. So he goes to 120. Okay. Let's move on to Hividovra. And they're under. Oh, give me Horseshosh. Short Shosh. What a name. Jimmy. 79, so he's going to go 112. That's not great, is it? Not bad. Let's move on. And while we're simulating, let's just quickly get the wheel spin out of the way for Season 3. Let's just rock and roll it. 200. It is 200. The pace was slowing, and there we go. 200. We're going to be wildcarding Double Wonder Kids. It's another season of Double Wonder Kids. Okay, Arsenal have got Tom Eduardo Hatlen Olsen. Oh, Ken's wanted by United and Porto. And Dag Egel, he wants to move to a bigger club. Oh dear. Stabeka also still lower mid-table. We've got a goalkeeper with De Geerfers. Let's do a goalkeeper with Stabek. Alexander Barstad Bergen. He's a good name anyway, to be fair. And, there's some great names here. I mean, Glenn Bjornar Orbit, Talek Sandoy Narum, Jacob Blixt Dunvolt, but I really like Tinius Lovehog, or Lovehag. I don't know. Tinius. They're going to go straight to 200. He's 87, so that means 143 for his current ability. Oh, Alexander is going to have a bit of a boost here. So he's going to go up 139 attribute points, 177. In the famous words of Ric Flair, woo! If only my voice didn't crack then. Wow, Hividovra have kept hold of all 5. Now we've got some wanted symbols, and they are big teams, and I think the players will probably leave. 176, how much is he worth? I've clicked on that. Oh, what? 750k to 2.2 million. Oh, that's criminal. That is literally criminal. He's 6'5" with 20 jumping, reach, 20 finishing, only 12 heading. Ruby's heading. Okay, so they got to the championship group and they finished bottom of that championship group, missing out on Europe, but they've more than survived of old Hividovra. So wanted symbols for all the teams Hividovra over here, and we're going to go and look at the youth academy. Mikkel Bloom, sort of. Jonas Grieve leaves. We're going to need a striker, so we'll go with Mikkel Bloom. Because he's at 72 out of 98. That's a nice little sort of jump. He's going to move 102, it's going to go to 174. Let's do that quick. And who else? Kim Toff Christensen. I think it's got to be, hasn't it? It's just a nice little triple name again. So it's going to go 125. So he goes to 157. And last but certainly not least, let's go to De Geerfers. And we've just done a goalkeeper, haven't we? It's a De Geerfers. Do we do a goalkeeper for them as well? Jonas Carlson. There's not many to choose from here, is there? I'm going to go Klaus Kallio, Pontus Janssen, Jonathan Wester, William Karstrom. I'm going to go with a goalkeeper. Yeah. He's going to move up 94, so he goes to 136. That's going to be a pretty good foundation for a goalkeeper. And Klaus Kallio, 101, he's going up by, from 99 to 200. He goes to 139. Okay. Degerfors are third in the Swedish Premier Division halfway through the season. Last season they finished 4th outside of Europe, unfortunately. Swedish League is 24th in the world. While we're here, let's look at the Norwegian League. We saw Stabæk. We did see that. Sorry. Excuse me. Denmark then. Hividovra have qualified for the championship group. Yeah, there you go. At the end of the season. Yeah, they are at 6th in that championship group. Okay then, let's move on to 2027. While we're at it, might as well spin the wheel for season 4. The season 4's wheel is going to be 176. Okay. Ooh. Benjamin Fredriksson's gone to PSG. Petter Skogsberg Skyberg has gone to Liverpool. Love Hannah has gone to Liverpool. And David Brannefalk Elblom has gone to Liverpool. So Liverpool have got 3 players who've got a 197 potential ability. And they've just won the Premier League. 26-27. Yeah. Okay. 3 players though. Christopher Forsell, who is wanted. Liverpool is one of them. Klaus Kallio and Jonas Carlson are still here. Swedish Premier Division is as follows. Degerfors mid-table currently. Last season they finished 3rd, getting Conference League qualification. Should we quickly get the Degerfors player before we check in on how the other teams are doing? And it's going to be Boren Sen. He's moving up 70 attribute points, so it's better that they're not that good at the minute, because maybe they might stay for an extra couple of seasons. They'll be good enough for this league, but not good enough for other leagues. I don't know. Time will tell. Ludvig Ingvarsson, that's a good name. Hividovra, yeah. Ivor Gudmundsson's gone to Chelsea. Jacob Islo is at Arsenal. Jonas Grieve is at United. And Ulrich Hillstrup is also at Arsenal. Jimmy Horshaj is wanted by, pretty much the big teams. Mikkel Bloom and Kim Toff Christensen are still here. Which is good. Jonas Grieve left for 2 million. Jacob Ilso, look at that. 2 million. And look at how good he is. He's got 20 for pace and 20 for acceleration, 19 for pace. And he can play on the wing. Great dribbling, great work rate, great technique. He's a very solid player. He can play centre midfield as well. He's been capped by Denmark. That's another aside as well. Not only we've got the Wonderkid wheel where each team are hopefully going to go and win the leagues in their respective nations, go on and win some European trophies domestically, but also we've got 3 teams that are going to turn into pretty much international powerhouses for the Euros and the World Cup. So we'll be checking in on that towards the end of the experiment. Maybe when all the players are retired, we'll probably do that. Anyway, Hvidovre, where have they finished in the league? 5th, missing out on Europe yet again. Fantastic. Rasmus Ibsen Thorgerson, I like it. But Finn Bernberg Bentner, I also like. I think I'm going to go with him. So he's 176, so it's just 180 jumping by, so that's 143. Then it's a good player, very good player, especially for this division. And now we go and check on Stabæk, who have lost Ken and Tom. Dag is still here. No one wants him apparently. And who are we going to go with here? I mean, it's looking like Ole Anders Ernestad Hansen. Another fantastic name. They're a mouthful, these names, but they're very, very entertaining. Okay. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff so far. And the teams are actually sort of progressing quite nicely. It's good to see. There's not much more to sort of delve in on at the moment. We are losing a lot of the players. I'm hoping that over the course of the experiment that we start to win some leagues and some of the players might stay. But I'm fearing that we're going to have this sort of merry-go-round where basically we've got 2 or 3 here at all times and that's it. Everyone's going to be leaving until we get to the last dance. It's a very distinct possibility, which is why it's not always ideal doing it in foreign countries. We have established this in the past where players just left, especially in, was it Belgium with Molenbeek? So maybe we might have to stick to sort of English teams and stuff because the players do stick around a little bit more. Not always, because they have got bigger teams to go to in England. Of course, the reputation's there that they get noticed much quicker, but 2 million for bloody Gleve or whatever his name was. Sickening. Go to 2028 then. Of course, let's maximise the time efficiency of this simulation with another wheel spin. All the momentum's there, and we've got to 198. Looks like I'm going to slap down another wild card. It's going to be 2 Wonderkids for every single team. Stabæk are second currently in the league, and they finished second last season, getting Champions League football. Fair play to them. When did they go into the Champions League? I guess maybe we'll look back because the draw's not been yet, of course. And we did lose a player, didn't we? Who did we lose? Dag, he left. Now, Alexander is wanted by Chelsea. Of course he is. And Tinius is the only player still bloody here. Okay. We'll go to the 19s then. I'm going to go with striker Thomas Wieseth. Maybe we can get some goals to go on and win that league. We're close. Already close. And who else? Andre Skogbakken. I think it's got to be the Skogbakken. Skoggy. It was 198, wasn't it? So that is 81. Wow, he goes straight to 150. Lovely stuff. And an 80 jump for him, which means he goes to 146. Okay, so that's Stabæk in the books. Lost 3, kept 2, and now got 2 more who've come in. Hvidovre have lost somebody. Jimmy Horsloj. Yeah, he's gone to the Blue Neri. Mikkel Bloom is wanted. Wants to move to a bigger club. He's wanted by Copenhagen and Bodo Glimt. That's interesting, isn't it? He's that bloody good and cheap. Kim Toft Christensen's also got the wanted symbol. PSG, AC Milan and Chelsea. Oh dear. Finn Bernberg Bentner, like the fat bridesmaid. No one wants him. Finn Bernberg Bentner. He's like the final bit of cake at a buffet that's been fingered by everyone and no bugger wants it. We'll keep him. We will keep him. So, in terms of Hvidovre, sorry, we've not even checked in on how they've been doing. I'm trying to give them a Wonderkid. Don't even know where they are. They finished 3rd this time, getting European football. It is Europa League football, and they've had an absolute shocker of a time. 4 defeats in a row in their last 4 games, and a draw just before that. With Midtjylland, I mean, there's 19 points between them, but Midtjylland have drawn and won 4. So it's a complete flip reversal form. Hopefully these players will come in and help them next season. We spoke about Rasmus last season. So Rasmus Ibsen Thorgerson is going to be in. And Frederick Scram, Nikolai Christensen. Kind of like Nikolai Christensen. Just instinct. So 101 jumps. He's going to go to 165. Lovely. And Rasmus, 129 jump for him. Gets him to 171. And finally, last but certainly not least is Degerfors, and we've lost another one to Liverpool. And is it Christopher Forsell? I think it is. I think Skogsberg Scheiberg, Brannefalk Eblom and Love Hannah had already gone to Liverpool, hadn't they previously? Look at Ben Fred as well. 32 and 46 for PSG, 9 and 15 for Sweden. He has got to 193 of his 197 with an unambitious personality. I did change some ambition for some of these players, but they've seemed to have regressed back down. Yeah, so another one who's gone to Liverpool, and they finished third. I mean, okay, the Get League's not loaded, so difficult to sort of quantify if they actually did win the league. I've decided not to load some of the big leagues. I normally do load them to sort of so we can see the progress of how the players actually do, but given the fact I'd already got 3 nations loaded, it would have taken a lot longer to sim. So I've had to sort of think about some of the logistics and think about my poor computer, really, especially in this heat that's been happening, because obviously that's a determining factor. The computer can get very, very hot when simulating. And the poor laptop downstairs, which takes considerably longer to simulate. And when you're doing the Wonderkid wheel stuff, well, the Wonderkid wheel doesn't really matter, does it? It's the laptop doesn't matter downstairs for the Wonderkid wheel because we're up here doing it. But so there's less time in between seasons for me to sort of mess around and actually get this video sort of done and dusted. But it's very hot in this room. I think we might have to do this Wonderkid wheel in 2 halves like we have done in the past, because it's just the heat of this room and now is just so intense. So I'll probably do a couple more seasons. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's do De Geerfers. So where they've finished in the Swedish division. They're currently 7th. And they got Conference League football last season. Didn't get through the qualifying path last season either. So, okay. Let's go to their under-19 squad. Ismaila Sawane. And who else? Mustafa Jakobsen. Oh, it's going to be a nice jump as well, that is. 198. He's going to be at 158. Nice. And Ismaila Swanee goes up 107, so he'll be at 156. Okay. On we move to Season 6 of 15, plus the further on simulation. Ken's moved on from Porto for 116 million to Real Madrid. 3.2 million to Porto, 93 million now, up to 116 million to Real Madrid. Bloody hell. Sickening, isn't it? Tinius has gone to Juve for 6.75 million. Dag had already left to go to Juve. We've still got Andre Skogbakken and Thomas Wieseth. And Stabæk are currently 3rd in the division. Bodo Glimt have won it 3 years in a row. And we are once again 2nd. And can you believe that? 2 points. 2 points. Okay, we've not done the spin yet, have we? Let's spin the wheel and let's get Stabæk's Wonderkid in the books. He's either been 170s or 190s or /200. He's been really high or really low. Not enough momentum for a 199. I thought for a second there might have been a chance, but no. 178. 178. And we're going to go centre back. We're going to go Gorte Gronholt. That's how you pronounce it. Great haircut as well. 178. So that's 113. He's going to go to 154. Nice. Have we lost anybody else? Mikkel Bloom. Yeah, 7.5 million to Chelsea. Yeah, we lost another one. Ulrich? No, he went to Arsenal. Yeah, 3 years ago, actually. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just Mikkel Bloom who's gone this most recent season. So we got wanted by PSG and Bayern for Kim Toft. Oh, Finn Bernberg-Bentner is now wanted by PSG. He's still at 143 and playing, so maybe he can't really fulfill his potential. How do we do in the Superliga? Oh, Midtjylland won it, and we finished 2nd. Getting Champions League qualification, and we got to the Europa League phase. Knockout playoff round, lost to Vigo. But we're making progress. We are making good progress. And we've just lost a striker. So Thomas Kvistgarden. I mean, it's a good name as well. And he goes to 178. 106. Oh, 175. Oh, he's basically there. Okay. Can't grumble at that. And finally, it's going to be... Is it Stabæk? Yes. Is it? No, we've just done Stabæk, haven't we? Was it Granholt? Yeah, we didn't put another shortlist. Silly me. Silly me again. God, it's an automatic reaction phrase, that is. They're trying to avoid me from swearing, to be honest. They call himself a dickhead or something. Obviously, a very impressionable young toddler who is really starting to ramp up certain vocabulary. And I don't want him to turn around and start calling people or himself a dickhead at this age. Hvidovre. We've just done it. Thomas Christopher. Right. De Geerfers. The heat's getting to me. The heat is getting to me. Ismaila Swanett wants to leave. Klaus Kallio has gone to Bayern Munich 2. 3.4 million. Jonas Carlson's gone to AC Milan as well, 1.9 million. Boren Sen is wanted by AC Napoli and Porto. Mustafa Jakobsen is wanting to leave, wants to go to a bigger club. How did they do last season? Well, this season they're currently 6th as it stands. Last season they did finish 6th. Okay. And their youth academy is it's quite a big selection here. They're quite like David Linkvist, Anastasios Nystrom, Linus Lundqvist, Klaas Olander, Jules Mwamba. I think Klaas Olander's a good shout. So we've chosen him. We have chosen him. Although I think I've made a mistake here. He's only going to go up 68. Oh, he's only going to go to 105. Will he ever make it? That's the killer question. Well, we're 6 years in, and players are leaving left, right, and centre. Let's move on to 2030. See how we're getting on. Season 7 in the books then, and as is customary with these Wonderkid wheels in recent times, we've got the mid-video outfit change. Fully equipped with the accessories of a little bit of baby sick on the shoulder that's dried. I could change t-shirts, but hey, I'll be having a shower after this and getting new clothes on anyway, so what's the point? So, who came in? We're on Jayhuahua's, their shortlist. I'm just going to need a little bit of a refresh for myself. Right, it was Klaas Olander who was the last player coming in. Boren Sen at Juventus, he looks like he went for 1.6 million and he went quite recently. So he's another player that we've lost. Of course, Liverpool with 4 of our players. We've already established this earlier in the video. Ben Fred is at PSG, of course, at 197. He'll be good to get back for the last dance. Very much looking forward to that. And I suppose they're probably not going to hit their potential if they stay. So going away is good because then when they come back for the last dance, hopefully some of them stay. That's going to be really interesting in the last dance, actually. That's probably where things are going to really come alive. So, yeah, Jayhuahua, how did they do in the Swedish Premier Division? They're currently 3rd this season. Last season they finished 4th, getting Conference League football. And we'll spin the wheel while we're on Jayhuahua. We'll get their Wonderkid in the books before we go and check in on Jayhuahua and Stabæk. 173. And who are we going to go for? I mean, looking through the names here, we've got Andreas Arvidsson, Anastasios Nystrom, Krzysztof Nalipa, who's actually Polish. I think we're going to go with Krzysztof Nalipa. So it's 173. And we've not increased any potential or current abilities yet. I don't think we're going to quite do it on the 173. We'll probably do it later, towards the back end. Maybe. We'll see. But not this time. So 173. He goes to 116. Well, I didn't take. I'll do that again in a minute. Jayhuahua then. And hang on. Kim Toft Christiansen's gone to Stabæk for 7.75 million. We've had a cross Wonderkid wheel rivalry transfer. Kim Toft Christiansen, a 200 potential ability player, currently 167, has gone from one team to the other, which is actually bloody brilliant. The 3F Superliga. Oh my god. Oh no! That's the preliminary phase. I thought we'd won the league. No, Copenhagen have won it. They're champions. Oh, curse the Danish league structure and their 2 phases. Bloody yeah, look at this. Kvistgaard and Ranos, the 2 top goal scorers. Ranos is just a real person. Grant Leon. This guy. Is there any wonder why he's a top goal scorer? Not for my money. What a player. I can't believe it. Championship group. We've got Champions League football, but oh dear, have we missed a trick there? We missed out. I mean, we were considerably off the pace actually in the end. It looked like we were on the same points when we went into this. Yeah, 9 points off the pace. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so 173 and Jonas Sondergaard Ryberg. What a name that is. Marcus Merman. Christian Christensen. Well, need we say more? I mean, we've got Adnan Akaya, Alexander Ivanenko, Karl Borup, which is quite satisfying to say. But Christian Christensen has got to be the one, hasn't he? He's got to be the one. That's an 83 jump, which makes him go to 123 for old Christian Christensen. Okay, now, closing on the title there with Jayhuahua, which is great to see. Stabæk. Now, of course, they've got considerably less Wonderkids because of, just where we've been. Been in the top division the whole time, haven't we? So the Norwegian Premier Division. And we're halfway through the season. As you can see, we're 3rd. But if you look up here in the top right, previous winners, Stabæk have won. I was above the league as well. 5 points we won the league by, beating Bodo Glimt, who also got Champions League football. We have our first domestic title, and it's Stabæk who take it. The team that never went down And they've signed one of the Wonder Kids from elsewhere, so they've actually got an extra one. So you look at the shortlist. Let's not forget that you've got someone from Hvidovre. So the under-19 squad, and wow, we've got some names here. We've got Daniel Reshetniak. Well, he's Russian. Let's stay away from that. Daniel Almestrand, Oyvind Mon Iversen, Jacob Blixt Krog Ankerstad, Malkaz Dizigizigiri, Bendik Sletten. I think it's going to be Jacob Blixt Krog Ankerstad. He's going to go to 173, which is a 94 jump. So he's going to go to 125 overall. Fair enough. Okay, well, we've got a trophy under our belt, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got some more Wonder Kids coming in, and they're moving between themselves, which is actually really good, because that means, in theory, going forward, some of them might stay, and we might have a little bit. I mean, the Norwegian League's on the rise. The Danish League is also massively on the rise. Where's the Swedish League? 23rd. So it was 23rd, now 19th, also on the rise. Okay, so we're moving. We're moving on up. Copenhagen runner-up in the Europa League as well most recently. So we're looking at some serious movements in these leagues, because our teams are going to be the ones challenging as well very soon. Stabæk, runner-up in the Europa Conference League to Valencia the season before last. Last season. Not the season before last, just last season. Juventus beating Leeds in the Europa Conference League final most recently. But we did miss that at the end of season 6. Okay, let's go to the end of season... Let's go to season 8 of the year. And while we're waiting for the simulation, let's, of course, do the Wonder Kid wheel and get it spun. And it's moving round. And yeah, too much momentum for 199, but not too much for 189. Although 192 was next. So, to be honest, it was probably the worst of a situation. However, we're going to deploy some wildcards now. Given how well we did in season 8, let's start hitting some wildcards. And yeah, we're going to do everything that we possibly can, because Stabæk have lost every bugger. They've got Gort Gronholt. Although, hang on, Jacob Blixt, did I forget to put him on? Was it Jacob Blixt? Yes, it was. Okay, I forgot to put him on. All right. Okay. Right, so we're going to double Wonder Kids it. That will be the 4th iteration. We are going to plus 5 potential ability. So what that 189 is now going to become 194. And of course, with that means we're going to be jumping current ability by the extra 5 as well. But we're going to go one step further, and we're going to deploy the current ability plus 10. So there's actually going to be a massive surge for these players. So let's, without further ado, let's look in on the Norwegian Premier Division and notice that Stabæk, despite losing some of their players, won the league for a second season in a row. Now, the problem with this is where they're probably good enough to win the Conference League maybe by now, because they did come run up the other season. They're now just getting into the Champions League. So European trophies are going to be very hard to come by for Stabæk, but we'll see. So there's going to be 2 Wonder Kids here. Third team saying. I think I'm going to go goalkeeper. We're going to go Vidar Fafrich, and we're going to go Stian Rosenborg. Bendik Sletten, he's missed out again, unfortunately. Oh, hang on. I've accidentally gamed the system here. Stian Rosenborg. Let's look at this then. So the 189 plus 5 goes to 194, but look at the current ability. 8 difference. Plus 10, we're actually going to be at max current and potential ability straight away. So we're going to have a 194 player straight off the rip. That is going to be fantastic for Stabæk, at least for a season anyway. Vidar, so 92 jump, so 102 going to be the jump, and he's going to go to 171, so going to have a 171 goalkeeper. If they don't win the league this season with these two that I've added to the mix, then, well, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? Let's go to Hvidovre. Again. Oh, I forgot to put him on the bloody shortlist. So Christian Christensen, there he is. Oh, Thomas Kvistgaarden has left to go to Porto for £16.5 million. But a bit of money's coming in for the teams. A bit of money is coming in. Finn Bernberg Bentner is still here at 21. He has been here for quite a while and looking like a little bit of a mainstay. The 3F Superliga. And they've done it. They've done it. Hvidovre. We thought we might have done it last season, but this time by a point. By a singular point ahead of FC Midtjylland, we have won the league title. That is another domestic league for our teams. That's 3 trophies now and counting. Let's get 2 Wonder Kids for Hvidovre. Morten Horshaar Hjortshjar. It reminds me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, big fan of him growing up, obviously, as a United fan. Wow, look at this guy. Egidijus Gudelovicus. Easy for me to say. I say easy for me to say, like I'm going to bypass him because I can't say it. No, he's in. He is in. Although I like Dan Koza and Frederick Gunderson, but oh wow, 13 away as well. So he's going to be 3 away from his full potential. So 194, and he's going to go straight to 191. Wow. And Hjortshjar's not going to be a million miles away either, is he? So we're going to go 194, so it's 101 jump. So it's 111, which means 172. Once again, these two will probably stay, and having just won the league, I'd like to think they'll win it again. The Gurfers, I don't know what was wrong with me a minute ago. Again, Christoph Lippe, he wasn't even on the shortlist. So all 3 of them I forgot to put on the shortlist. I'm sure I put them on the shortlist. What's going on here? Amadeus Sundgren, what a name that is. Gottfried Rapp, he's a real person. So is he. Niklas Jensen Wasberg. Oh, God, the real names are better than the fake names here. And we're currently 6th with the Gurfers. And we finished 5th outside of Europe. So, well, this is joy and jubilation for Stabæk and Hvidovre. I'm going to put it out now, mid-video. I apologise if I'm butchering these names, because genuinely, some of you won't give a shit, but some of you will be getting so annoyed with it. You'll be like, oh my God, he said it wrong again. Oh, this is really grating on me. I'm sorry. Like, what do you expect? Unless you're here for the first time, expect this. If you're a returning viewer going to Scandinavia, we were always going to end up with this, weren't we? We were always going to end up with this. Anyway, De Gurfers outside of Europe, so yeah, jubilation for those 2 teams, and not so much over here. I mean, De Gurfers under 19s, Klaas Olander's still in the under 19s at 19. He's been here a couple of years now, because we're about to take on 2 more new players. I mean, the longest name there really stands out. Alireza Mohammed Zadeh, welcome to the first team. And Jules Mwamba or Albin Lidstrom. I mean, Albin Lidstrom is 2 years his junior. Although Jules Mwamba would get to his max ability. But although Albin Lidstrom's going to be very, very close anyway. We're going to go with a striker because they're all right names, to be fair. They are all right. I feel like I do need to slightly game the system for De Gurfers. Otherwise, the other 2 teams are going to run away with it. These guys need a helping hand. So I'm going to go with Albin Lidstrom. And so 194 is going to turn him into a player with a current ability of 178. And then Alireza Mohammed Zadeh. Oh, well, he's going to be max. Right, okay. Is this going to be the turning point for them? Because even if they only stay for a season and they win the league and then they leave, they should get A, a little bit of money, and B, a little bit of reputation boost, which means it should be able to attract slightly better players, which should help them be elevated at least into the European places, I'd like to think. Let's go. Season 9. We're spinning the wheel once again while we simulate, and I'm telling you now, if we hit something in the reasonable 180s, oh my God, it's going to be 1. Oh my God, where did the momentum go? I thought it was going to be 199, 184. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the potential and current ability again, because we've got quite a few to use, so they're going to turn into 189 players. We're under Gurfers because we were here with them last time, and Christoph Lippe is wanted by Midtjylland, not part of our thing, PSG and Porto. He wants to leave, does Mohammed Zadeh, because he's here. So we've got, so we're here, we're under Gurfers, so we'll continue with the Gurfers. And Mohammed Zadeh at 194 out of 194, he wants to leave. Christoph Lippe is wanted by Midtjylland, PSG and Porto. He's quite a way away from his potential ability, but he's not doing too bad. Right, how did we do last season then? Swedish Premier Division. Okay, we're currently third. We didn't even get Europe again. 5th. That's disappointing. That's so disappointing. Awful. Right, let's get a couple more Wonderkids. So we're going to go up to 189. And let's go with the goalkeeper. Samuel. Oh, wow, what a name. Samuel Tesfagerberg. Tesfagerberg. Is that how you pronounce it? Eritrea? I've never even heard of Eritrea. A population of 3.54 million. The nickname of the Red Sea Boys. Literally never heard this as a nation. Probably my own. That'd be my own ignorance, really, rather than its lack of notoriety. But hey, there you go. So we're going to do the jump, aren't we? So it was what was the spin? 184, so it goes to 189. I guess that's going to go 103. It should go 93, but 103. So that's 134. Okay. Jayhuahua then, and oh my God, he's already gone. He's already gone into Milan. £31 million though. Yorkshire is still here. Christensen wants to leave. Wants a new contract actually. Give him a new contract then. He's a decent player. Third in the Championship group, getting Europa League qualification. Midtjylland win the league. Oh well, we won it last season. Should have won it this season, to be fair. And who are we going to go with over here then? We've got Ole Thomas Sabo Dibvad. Oof, that's going to take some beating. Adnan Akaya. I think he's been and gone now. I think we've seen him too much. Tony Jorgensen. Emil Vendelbo Rosfeldt. That is currently the front runner. Until. Sorry, I'm hovering over Nicholas Muller. You know I'm not going to choose Nicholas Muller. Mads Zinkernagel Gunst. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Mads Zinkernagel Gunst. Oh, wow, look at that. We're going to go to 189, and we're 189 in it. How do we do with Stabæk then? They're currently first. They're top of the pack. Played 9, won 9. Didn't win it last season. Lost to Rosenborg. What happened then? We gave them all these great players. We lost it by a point. Goal difference was there. We qualified from the Champions League league phase, and Jayhuahua did not, but we're there. We are there. Okay, so Stabæk. Let's get a player for Stabæk. So we're going to go with Werner Roskeland or Felix Horn Sundell. Oh, Felix Horn Sundell is actually quite good. I'm going to pop him on the short list because we're going to keep an eye on him just to see. But we're not going to choose him. It's going to be Werner Roskeland. Bit of a rogue shout, popping these players on the short list. But we do this, don't we? We check in on players where we go, oh, they're going to be good, and then we forget the name, or I forget the name. We forget the name. I forget, and then either they crop back up later and we go, oh, there they are, and it's all lovely because they've done something good, or we just never hear of him again. Whereas at least now we can sort of keep a little cheeky eye on Felix just to see what he's up to. So we're going to go to 189, so that's 94 jump, 94 jump, excuse me, to 146. Yay, there we go then. No league titles this season for any of our teams. No Europe for De Gurfers still. Let's go to the next season. Yeah, we're getting on there. Once again, we're going to have the wheels spin as we simulate, and today's going to dissect it. Is it up? No, that 199 just eludes us. 182. Okay, so Stabæk. Let's just rattle through this one then. We've got 3 Wonderkids here. Fafrich has gone to bloody Porto for £4.3 million. Jesus. Stian Rosenborg is wanted by PSG. Of course, PSG want him yet again. He's gone to Chelsea for £49 million. As old Skogbakken. Missed that a couple of seasons ago, but Tinius Lovehorg has gone to Juve, from Juve to Man City. Unless we saw that and we forgot about it. Arsenal to Real Madrid for Eduardo Hatlen Ossen. We got our trophy back. Played 9, won 9. And it continued in that very rich vein of form. 5 points clear at the end. Lovely stuff. Okay. Oh, God. Not much to choose from here. Jorgen Rossrud, Tadas Svitius, Ole Sorheim. We'll go with Ole Sorheim. Quite versatile down the middle. It's going to be simple 82 jump. We're not doing any bells or whistles here. Right, De Gurfers. And, okay, they've kept Albin Lindstrom and Alirizra Mohamedzadeh. But Skogsberg, Scheiberg, loan from Liverpool. I feel like we're missing someone. Christoph Nalipa has disappeared off the bloody shortlist again. He's gone to AC Milan. Right, we'll leave him off the shortlist then. Can't be bothered. How do we do? We're currently second, and we finished third last season. Europa League football, but hey, not bad. Okay, and okay again. We've had an embarrassment of riches at times where we don't know who to pick. Whereas this time, I'm a little bit stumped. Miho Ramakic, Arvid Lundqvist, Martin Bjorklund, Robert Moller Nielsen. I think I'm going to go with Arvid Lundqvist. So he's going to go to 182, which is a 92 jump, 129. Happy days. Jayhuahua, yeah, so he'd left to go to Blue Neri. Yorkshire is still here, but he's wanted and wants to leave. Goes to a bigger club. Finn Bernberg's still here, and Mads Zinkernagel Gunst is still here. The 3F Superliga. We got our title back. 2 in 3 years. And there we go. Oh, winning on goal difference ahead of FC Copenhagen. Happy days. And we lost on the final day of the season. And they drew and lost in the last 2 games. So they were leading the way. And it was theirs to lose. Past positions. The past positions is not showing the fact that we actually went top. But we did win the league. No, we did win the league. And let's have a look at the under-19s. And Now, Emil Vendelbo Rosfeldt, wing back on midfield right. Now, I think we play a 4-4-2, but really you want to be playing a 4-2-3-1, so he's not really going to fit the system. As good as his name is, it doesn't really fit the system. However, Kasper Johansson Wagner does fit the system and should fit the system going forward. So he's the man that we're going to choose. And it's a quick 101 jump. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. On we move. Yep. We've got a pitch invader yet again. Yeah. Oh, you smell fruity. Oh, saying see you to mummy. Okay, so I guess we've got yeah. Apparently we've our hands have been tied by the Wonderkid that's arrived today in this season. It's you, isn't it? Yeah. So he's going to sit here for a minute until he misbehaves. So you just see a little face at the bottom of the screen. You're going to be quiet while we do this video. So yeah, here we go then. So we're on Stabæk. So we'll start with Stabæk, shall we? Actually, we'll spin the wheel. Yeah. It's 187. What have you dropped? He's come in with 2 letters from his little alphabet thing. He's got the Q and the O. If anyone's interested. Don't touch the microphone. I said don't touch the microphone. You speak into the microphone. Can you speak? Hi. Not sure what language that is. He hasn't mastered English yet. But he's fluent in whatever that was. So 187. We're going to do the 5 and 10 again, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the 5 and 10 again. Right, Norway. We've lost the league title. Again, we're top as we come back. But last season... Oh my God, down in 4th! What happened there? He just headbutted the microphone. He's now not even on the screen. He's looking at the screen. There we go. Look, see you? He's off. He wants to leave. Right. I'm not sure how much of that edit's going to be in. Little lad came in and was making a lot of noise. He was on screen and some of it might be in, but basically the notes from that, in case I edit most of it out, we span a 187 on the wheel. We're going to do the +5, +10 potential and current ability wild card because we've got 5 seasons to do it with. Stabæk are the first team we're checking in on. Last season we finished down in 4th. That is horrific, isn't it? However, this season we're currently top. And didn't mention this the other season. Gronholt went to Barcelona for £8 million. Oh, Thomas Rieseth has left Bayern Munich to go to United for 106 milli. Oh no. Oh, 4.6 million. This is what's right. It's all well and good. I think we're going to make an executive decision now. The next Wonderkid wheel is going to be probably back in England or in one of the big nations. Maybe back in Italy, France, Germany, Spain. So leave your suggestions in the comments down below. I do have a suggestion from someone who's actually badgered me a few times to do Wigan. And I kind of like the idea of doing Wigan. I don't know whether to do them as a versus or just do them as a sole on their own. But we're just losing the players for too little money here. I mean, 4.6 million for this guy. I mean, his current ability, percentage ability is 1.9. The Wonderkid, in this one, we're going to have, again, an embarrassment of riches. Ratchafon Toathong is probably going to be the guy. I like Glenn Bjornar Thiet Binov, but once again, we're going to pop him on the shortlist because he's got a 159 potential ability. So if he gets there as well, just to keep an eye on, So Ratchafon. So we're going 187 plus the 5, so that's a 192. That's a 92 jump, which of course translates to a 102 jump, given the wildcard that we're using. What was his current ability? I recommend a current ability 63. Was it 63? I guess we're going to have to go with it. It's going to have to be 165. I wasn't paying attention. De Gerfers. Oh, who's gone? He's gone to PSG for £6.25 million. Albin Lidstrom's also gone to Bayern Munich for 6.75. Right, this is really winding me up now. Really winding me up about how low these values are. I mean, I kind of knew this was going to be the case, but it just is getting a little bit long, isn't it? Just them not getting a decent value. We've got some very good players here. Very good players indeed. So very interested to see how we're doing internationally. We're going to be looking in on that. I think we're probably just looking on that at the end. How did Dugurfas do then? The Swedish league is currently 12th, and we are currently, as it stands, top of the league. Although last season we finished third. Again, that's 2 thirds in a row. Currently top. Njordur Hassing. Oh, he's Icelandic. We'll have him. Left back. 192, so that's a 74 jump. 84 jump, excuse me, with the wild card. 138. Ividovre. And Finn Bernberg Bent has finally wanted. How about Al Nasser? Not really improving past 152. And again, is that the quality of the league? Probably. We've won the league again. This time by 8 points. We are on fire over here, ladies and gentlemen. And Mark Overgaard Christensen has got to be the guy. Got to. What a name. Goes to 192. Which means the 104 jump goes at 147. Look at his name on the back of the shirt. You can't even read it. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's just keep this pace moving. Rock and roll. And let's quickly spin the wheel once again, while it simulates, just to save time, really. Oh my God, we're dissecting 2 190s again. It's 174. Could be 193 or 196 there. So, on Stabæk. And just look at a couple of players that were there, that we added, just to keep an eye on. Felix Horn Sundell is actually wanted by quite a few big teams in Europe. Werner Voskeland has gone to Real Madrid for 14 million. Ole Sorheim is still here. Ratchafon Tathong is still here. How do? We won the league again. That's 4 league titles for us. Happy days. And oh my God, we're 7th this season. We are not having a good time of it. Not having a good time of it whatsoever. Wow. Philip Johansson Rivelsrod Nilsson. It's a mouthful, but it's a name. I mean, Jarman Scray Moen's pretty good. Maximilian Stromsness. This is what really annoys me. When you've got that'll do. And then you've got this where I could literally pick 3 and be justified. It's just going to be a cheeky 174. No wild cards, no frills, no spills. That's a 58 jump. Oh, it's not great, is it? It's going to be 111. De Gurfers. Arvid Lundqvist is wanted by PSG and AC Milan. We saw Albin Lindstrom go. I mean, Klaas Olander's just on the loan list. De Gurfers. We won the league! Despite the fact that a lot of our players have actually left. And we've not really got any of the Wonderkids. We've actually gone and won the league. That's really impressive. By 13 points, no less, as well. Happy days. It's obviously because we've reinvested into the club with the money that's come in. So whilst the finances haven't been there, they've spent it wisely, very clearly. Oh, and let's look at this guy. Mr. Versatile, Exxon Bicage. What a name. What a player. Look at the versatility on him. Let's have him. He's going to 174. Was it 174? It was 174, wasn't it? And he's only 5 away. So he's going to go to 169 off the bat. Okay. Vidovre. Oh, Zinkernagel's gone to Al Shabab. Al Shabab. £14.25 million. Pissed me off. He's been at Chelsea a while. Chelsea have got quite a few of our players as well. Real Madrid, Arsenal, AC, Liverpool, Napoli are actually doing quite well from us. Morten Hjortshaw has gone to Napoli. Don't know if I mentioned that last time. £12.75 million. And I think the best name there, we've got the Abelgard brothers over here. Mohammed Abelgard and Niels Retov Abelgard. Should we go for another? Go? Victor Schmeichel. Ooh. Do we go Schmeichel? Or do we go for Retov and Abelgard? I think we're going to go with the old Abelgard. The 174 is 111, goes to 141, and we move to 2036. And we're spinning the wheel, of course, in the interim, and it's a 190. It's ticked to 195. And we're going to deploy it. The final double wildcard card. We're going to double Wonderkids it. And we're going to do the +5 and +10. So we're going to have 200 current ability and the +10. I mean, just talking about 200 current ability. Kim Toft Christensen at Real Madrid. For £9 million when he went there years and years and years ago. He's actually wanted by PSG. He's 27 and he is 200 out of 200. We're on Hividovra, so we'll stay with Hividovra for now. I think anyone else has left, which is good. And we've won the league again. That's 4 in a row, 5 in 6. Did we even check last season if we won the league? I can't remember. I mean, I'm sure we would have done. I'm not feeling. I mean, Julius Mayanja, Monda Medri, Gregors Brudal, Henrik Schramm. They're all right. What's this? I mean, I think we're going to go with Kent Hansen just because he doesn't sound very Danish. We're Hividovra, aren't we? And Simon Feddersen again, another non-Danish name, but that's what we're going with here. Okay, so to 200, so it's 92. So we go 102, 147. Kent Hansen. 94 jump. That's going to be 104. It's going to go 160. De Gerfers, Arvind Lundqvist has gone to Borussia Dortmund for a whopping 4.2 million. Klaas Olander has actually gone to Halmstad's BK. They've just pissed him right off. He never made his potential. He was far too low down the pecking order to begin with. I think it was a bad choice, to be honest. So yeah, unfortunately, he never made it. The Swedish Premier Division. We're currently top, currently unbeaten. Top by 2 points, drawn the last 3 as well. Last season we finished 3rd, so we didn't follow up our league win with another league win. Okay, so let's get our 2 Wonderkids, and so let's have a look. Gustav Ortorp, quite like that name, and he's going to have a good jump, so I think we're probably going to go with Gustav Ortorp. Fredrik Alexanderson, Simon Carlson. You see, so one thing I will say is, what really annoys me about these videos is when you've got the occasional bamber. What you need for a bit of momentum is you need a constant bamber. Constant bamber! Oh, God. Do you know what? I am so proud of myself for keeping a straight face with the occasional bamber thing, because it popped into my head and I found that hilarious straight away. And I was like, I'm going to have to try and keep a straight face. And I kind of did. So a little pat on the back for me, a little smack in the mic for you guys. Apologies, headphone users. I could edit that out, but I probably won't, because I was talking at the same time. So yeah, no occasional bamber over here. It's the constant bamber for De Gerfers. I don't even know what his ability is. 93. So 107 jumps, 117 jumps, so 171. Oh, we will be bambering all the bloody time. Constantly. 101, which means 111, 161. Recommended current ability 61. Current ability was 50. What? I feel we've been done dirty there. But his current ability was 50. So we'll go with the glitch of the game. I mean, the glitch of the game. He's been moving bloody current abilities and potential abilities around sometimes, hasn't it? Do you remember the other experiment we did? Was it Wonderkid wheeled teams in Scotland, where that player's current ability just would not take? And then we've lost a couple of people on the shortlist again. They've just disappeared. I put on indefinitely, not a year, but I don't know what's happened. Anyway, there's your De Gerfers. It's time for Stabæk. Old Stabsy, Felix Horn Sundell, the youth prospect that we wanted to keep our little eyes on. He had a season in the first team, and AC Milan came sniffing and hoovered him up for 4.9 million. Anybody else left? Or is everyone else still here? Everybody else is still here. Mulder won the league. We're currently top, undefeated. We finished 8th last season. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgraceful. And Rasmus Bertelsen came in and absolutely shat the bed, because Tony Ordinus, he got sacked unjustly, in my opinion. Rasmus Bertelsen came in, and yes, he won a league, but then finished 8th and got sacked. Deservedly so. He should be winning the league. And now we've got Sergei Yakirovich. Oh, Mikhail Markin. We have not got many people to choose from here, or many positions. What's the C team saying? 3rd team. Even less. Although all 4 of those names are worthwhile. I think we've seen Jarman Scream Owen, haven't we already? Or we've seen a Scream Owen. We're going to go with Scream Owen. Breed Zetterstrom. Breda Zetterstrom. Or Bjorn Runar Sevre Matheson. We'll go with Breed. Anybody 134. So, 107 jump, 117 jump, 181. Wow. Okay. And it's only going to be a 66. So it's a 76. Oh, he still gets to 162. So it's still a pretty good jump. We've actually really made Stabæk much better. So I would be very surprised if they didn't go on and win the league, especially given we've just elevated them. Given their new manager as well, let's move to 2037. The penultimate wheel spin, the penultimate Wonderkids arriving at the club. We do have one more potential ability and current ability jump as well. One more. So will we do it this season, or will we do... No, whatever the spin is this season coming, we will do it the last season, because content. Gambling on that last spin. It could be good, it could be bad, or it could just be meh. But it'd be interesting, won't it? Sort of takes the agency away from me. Right. Let's simulate and spin. The question is, would we deploy it? It's 186 or 188. It's slowing. It's 186. Would I deploy that? Quite possibly. I quite possibly would, you know. But we're not going to. We're going to save it for the final spin just because I think it's going to add a little bit more spice to proceedings. Okay, so we've kept those two. We've kept the two from Oh, no, he was just because, wasn't he? We've kept him, although he's not that great at the moment. Oh, he's gone to PSG as well. But everyone just goes to PSG. How many? Let's look at the PSG squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players from our shortlist play for PSG. Let's look at Real Madrid. Actually, no. I'm going to do this. I'm going to count this at the end before we do the last dance where we bring them all back, because then see who's actually taken the most players. Because Real Madrid are up there. Anyway, right, Stabæk. How do we do? We won the league. Of course we did. We're second currently. But we won the league by 14 points. Sergey, you did a fantastic job, my friend. I salute you. And Norvald Radal Bremseth is a good player. And we're going to just shortlist him again. Another one of those just because he's got a good potential ability. And it's going to be Mads Fredrik Horg Mikkelsen, Felix Hornlingden, Robin Bogsveen. Oh, God. The names. Harold Havnevik. We had to go to the C team last time. So 186, it's 110. Right, so 160. De Gerfers. Constant Bamba is asking to leave. He wants to go to a bigger club. He's been bambering around Sweden. And we won the league again. 8 points. And the top goal scorer, we weren't there. I thought Constant Bamba might have been there as a striker, but he wasn't. Oh, 10 in 15 in the Conference League. Oh, no runners-up or winners. And nothing in the Europa League or Champions League either. Okay. Kim Hellberg, he's been here ages, hasn't he? Over 7 years, nearly 8 years. Okay. Johan Stromberg. Not an embarrassment of riches here in the youth team here, but De Gerfers, but we'll go with this guy. 186 means 98 jump, so 162. And finally, for Hividovra. Wow, we've kept quite a lot of them. There's no way. Yeah, of course we have. We're absolutely dominating Denmark. Fortunately, we're not winning anything in Europe, though. We're dominating Denmark, the under-19 team. It's going to be Sorendal Bagger. He's actually really good. So 186 is 55. So it's going to be 168. There we go. Time for the final jump. Time for the final Wonderkid wheel spin. Let's move to 2038. Now, are we going to regret our decision last season? 186 was what it was. And we're not. It's 193. It's 193, which means we'll go to 198. So yeah, very good, very good. I've noticed straight away, some of these players I've not noticed if they've actually moved and stuff, but I've noticed Albin Lidstrom has gone from Bayern Munich to Liverpool, £106 million. And of course, it's going to be the last dance coming very, very soon. Constant Bamba is still here. He's wanted by Hividovra and PSG. What could he? Right, so Swedish Premier Division. The Gerfers have won again, and we are top again. Let's lock in the De Gerfers player. And we're going to go Antonio Maglica, I think. Juddy Kanda, that's a good name. I do fear that this last player, though, is borderline irrelevant, because I think a lot of the players are going to kick on, aren't they? So it's going to go to 198, so it's 100. And it's going to be 110 jump to 152. Vidovra, once again, we have won the league. Of course, we have. How's the players? Sorendal Bagger's gone to Porto. 35 million. Actually getting a bit of money now for these players. That's good. I'm impressed at that. Mohamed Kobernagel. What a name. There's 111, 121, 151. There we go. He is locked in as well. Stabæk. Rivelsrod Nilsson has gone to AC Milan. He wasn't one of our wonder kids, was he? He was just, wasn't he? Was he? No? Was he? I can't remember now. No, he was 174. Yes, he was definitely one of our wonder kids. Great, he's gone to AC Milan. We won the league again, and we've played now 1-9 in this. Oh my God, 3 teams undefeated so far, but they've drawn 4 apiece. We are played now 1-9. We won the league by just 2 points, and the final player for Stabæk will be Hakon Auckland, Sigmund Sagmo, Thorbjorn Scotland. I think we're going to go with Sigmund Sagmo. So 109. So 154, and there we go. So that's all in the books. Let's move on. Yeah, so here we go. We've done another season, and we're going to last dance it. But as promised, let's go and look at the teams. So PSG, Roberto De Zerbi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 13th PSG. What greedy buggers. They could field an entire 11. Marco Rosa's Real Madrid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a 6 at Real Madrid. I thought there was more. Manchester City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Barcelona. Just the one. The one at Barcelona. AC Milan. 3. Chelsea. They've got a few. I don't think anyone's going to beat 13 though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for Chelsea. God, that seems low. Unless they've sold some of them on. Liverpool. I mean, they had 4 straight off the rip, didn't they? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Felix Horn-Sundell is actually joining from AC Milan. That's technically 4. So they've obviously let someone go. Liverpool have. Blue Neri. I'm not even going to bother. Dortmund. I've only seen him once. Atletico Madrid. Arsenal have got a couple. United. But PSG are the ones, aren't they, with 13. I mean, let's look at PSG. Who could they field? So they've got a goalkeeper. Centre-back. 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 All across the back. They've got a right-back. 2 centre-backs. 2 defensive midfielders. A right winger. A left winger. 2 more wingers. A cam. And a striker. Their entire team is close to being our 11. 2 players there that aren't from our shortlist, and they could replace the centre back with one of these 2. It's just the left back that they're missing to complete the set. And I dare say, with a little bit of positional retraining, Zinkernagel Gunst would probably be all right there, because I mean 10 tackling, 11 mark is not great, but you know I'm happy with 12, 13 for those. And, you know, you're dribbling, you're crossing. That's what I like as in a fullback. So I'd argue he wants to leave because he's not playing. Okay, let's last dance it. I've brought them all back, and there we go. We didn't even check in on the leagues, did we? Stabæk had won the league. Iverdovra won the league. What about in Sweden? They also did. Okay, so we're winning the domestic leagues pretty much every single season now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do multiple year jumps now. I'm going to go. I've gone away. I've simmed for a few hours. So I keep losing my way with this video because I keep having to nip off whilst the recording bits are happening, because my little lad is he's teething so bad. My missus having such a time of it downstairs. So shout out to her. I just feel bad for being up here. So we are going to do multiple year jumps with that in mind. So we're going to go 3 years straight off. Or do we just do 1? No. First 2 or 3 years we'll do 1 year jumps. Then we'll do some bigger jumps because the players might all start leaving. So let's go and have a look. Let's 1 year into the future. So we're 1 year in. It's 2040. Now the players will probably stay for the first season. PSG are up to all tricks. Werner Roskeland has gone back. Left 14.5 million. So again, not the best. Tom Eduardo Hatland Olsen, 6.25 million to AC Milan. Okay, so the excess has already started. Vidar Fafrich has gone loaned from Stabæk, joining permanently. Mandatory future fee of £2 million. We must have a different goalkeeper. We do. Okay, Barstad Bergan. Okay, right. So, but if they're not playing, they're not happy, they can leave. AC Milan have signed Mads Fredrik Haug Mikkelsen for a few £1 million. He's gone to OB for 1.6 million. Sigmund Sagmo has gone to Napoli. And of course, Stabæk have won the Norwegian Premier Division. Let's have a quick look at Hvidovre. Okay, so Gudler Vickers has gone to Arsenal. He's barely played for us at all. £54 million he left for. Kent Hansen's gone to Atletico Madrid for 23. Gudmundsson has gone for 23 as well to Benfica. AC Milan have bought Overgaard Christensen for £92 million. Okay, and did they win the league? Yes, they did. Of course they did. Klaus Kallio has gone to Arsenal for £21 million from De Geerfers. Christopher Forsell, £30.5 million to Wolves. Ranefok Egblom, £3.5 million to Galatasaray. Fulham have got Skogsberg Scheiberg. Stromberg's gone to PSG for £4.9 million. And Klaas-Onder was at Lillestrøm. And of course, they won the Premier League there as well. Okay. Who won the Champions League? Arsenal. Hvidovre in the final, but beaten on penalties. Well, Stabæk knocked out by Hvidovre in the quarterfinals. De Geerfers knocked out by Stabæk. So we knocked each other out. Yeah, we're all in the Champions League, so there's going to be no Europa League football. There's going to be nothing like that. So we've seen some players start to move. We're going to move forward at bigger intervals now. We'll go 3 years, 2043. Okay, we're back. So we're on Stabæk's shortlist now. We've lost a lot of players. So I think we're going to be going a bigger jump next time. We've won the league every single time. We've still got Barstad Bergen at 34, but he's declining. Arsenal have got 3 players. They've got Skogbakken, 14.75. Viseth, 34. Stian Rosenborg, 10.75. PSG have got Werner Veskeland. We saw that, didn't we? I think last time. Scro Moen has gone to Real Madrid from AC Milan, so he's moved twice. 10.5 to AC, 116 to Real Madrid. Johansson's gone to Al Ahly from PSG for £23 million, left us for 11. Sorheim at Al Shabab, 18.5. Zetterstrom, 15.75, Real Madrid. AC have got Gronholt, 50 million from Porto, 15.5 from us. Thomason's gone to Everton for 2.4 milli. Bafrich went to Chelsea for £2 million, and he's actually hit his potential. So that's nice to see, actually, because he's not really been playing much. Toa Thong is at Al Batin, 10 million. Fredrik Haug Mikkelsen, 6 million to AC Milan. Sigmund Sagmo, 2 million to Napoli. Rivelsrod Nilsson, £36 million to Roma. Went to Ob, and then went to De Gurfers. Sundell at Leicester, 4.1 million. Bremseth at Inter Milan, 3. And Thybinov has gone to Molde for £3.5 million from Bran. As I say, we've won the league every single season. We're going to check in on Champions League in a moment. Hvidovre, a couple of Saudis, 31.5 million. Hvidovre actually gets some money. We'll come back to Hvidovre last because they actually get some money. We'll do Gurfers first. Klaus Kallio, £21 million to Arsenal. £22 million to United for Jakobsen. Sawane, Arsenal, 22 million. Arsenal have got a lot of our players. Benjamin Fredriksson as well. £6.5 million from Porto. Left us for 3.9. Chris Forsell went to PSG for free from Wolves. Mohamed Zadeh, £20 million to Arsenal. Bowen Sen, £26 million to Liverpool. Hassing, 14.5 to Chelsea. Arvid Lundqvist, 10.5 for United. Ortorp, 14.25 to AC Milan. Stromberg, 4.9 to De Gurfers. Sorry, to PSG. Ikaj gone to AC Milan. We're now only occasionally bambering, but Bayern Munich bambering on a constant basis. £13.25 million. And then Klaas Olander, who never hit his potential. Okay, now Hvidovre. We check the first guy. £80 million to Al Hilal. Yorkshire, £59 million to Liverpool. Gullerictus, £54 million to Arsenal. Arsenal, I think, have got the most now. £92 million to AC Milan, Mark Overgaard Christensen. He'd done that last time. Zinkernagel Gunst, £71 million to Man City. Dal Bagger, £79 million to Barcelona. Chris Garten, £43 million to Manchester City. Cobernagel, £75 million from Roma. £28 million from us. Port Shoj, £35 million to Al Ahly. Simon Fedderson, £32 million to Arsenal. Kent Hansen, we'd seen this last time, I believe. He'd gone to Atletico Madrid, £23 million. And Bernd Bentner, 3 to Lillestrøm. Okay, we've dominated the league. And just double check on De Gurfers, a confoundedly player. Hang on, Albin Lindstrom. It's Stabæk. Did I bypass him? I didn't even think. I just missed that. What happened here? He's left for free. Oh my God, De Gurfers didn't win last season. He didn't win the last season. He won every other season. Okay, time. Hvidovre, twice runners up, but no Champions League wins. It's disappointing, isn't it? And so many players have left that we're a shell. Hvidovre have 1, 2, 3, 4. Stabæk have 1, 2, and then 1 from De Gurfers, so 3. De Gurfers have 1, and that's Love Hannah, who's retiring. Okay, so we're going to call it there, although all the players are still knocking about for the international purposes. So let's have a look. Let's just sort by age. 23. We'll quickly check in on the clubs at the very end of this, well, just to see if they've done anything going forward. But 23. So I'll go forward like 12 or so years, let's say. Well, let's go to the end of Simmed, actually. I can't remember where it is. It's 2061. Of course, all the players have gone. And Stabæk is still up there. I mean, they fell away in the 40s, back in the 50s, and so they've won quite a few. Fair play. All right. 9th in Norwegian League. 3F Superliga. Hvidovre are back winning it. FC Copenhagen came in for a good chunk of the 50s. But Hvidovre have dominated from the 30s all the way to the late 40s. Only Midtjylland taking two off them in that entire 2-decade period. And then Copenhagen as the decade turn, I suppose. Then we won again. We've still been in and amongst it. Second, third a couple of times is our worst. But Hvidovre are a team that's done pretty well. In terms of competition reputation, the Swedish league is 10th as well. Down, so 13th, down from 10th. De Gurfers did win a lot in the 30s and 40s when after we left, they carried on winning. So obviously the money I never did the 100 million wildcard for all the clubs. I don't think it made the world of difference, to be honest. But I didn't do that. That was silly of me. Oh well. Look, that's the kind of mistakes you get on this channel. I'm not going back and starting this whole experiment again. You better believe it. But probably about 3+ hours of recording time with all this. I'm going to have to chop this right down. Jayhuahua have won the most, haven't they? In the conference leagues, because we might have qualified after the fact. No one's won a conference league. Stabæk runner-up in 28-29. Europa League, no one gets to the final or wins it. Champions League, Jayhuahua 2 Champions League finals, and that's it. Disappointing overall. Pretty disappointing. However, in terms of Euros, we have Norway runner-up in 2028, Denmark winning it in 2036, Norway runner-up, Norway beating Denmark in 2044, Sweden nowhere to be seen, Denmark runner-up, and Denmark winning it. So Denmark have won 2, Norway won 1. In terms of World Cups, we have one for Denmark in 2034, Norway in 2038 beating Denmark, Colombia beating Denmark, then Sweden beating France. So all 3 nations win 1 World Cup. Denmark win 2 Euros, Norway win 1, and Jayhuahua won the most league titles domestically and started to sell their players for the most money. Therefore, I'm going to judge that Denmark have won this triple threat. I appreciate the format of this. Might need some tweaking, some restructuring. 3 teams to follow is a hell of a lot. I think we'll go back to 2 for now in versus, and we are going to do some more individual Wonderkid wheels and just sort of really delve in on some of the nitty gritty in some of those things going forward. So yeah, suggestions on what you want to see going forward in terms of Wonderkid wheels. Any other experiment ideas you want me to do as well, let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, I'm going to get out of here because it's hot in this office. I've been here for far too long. Take good care of yourselves, gang. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.